Warning, this video contains bad pronunciation of Chinese names. Caution is advised.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to China United. So today we have got the final two games of the season, and you can see here we are unfortunately in ninth place. It is effectively almost out of our hands as to if we get into the playoffs and have a chance of getting the promotion we wanted. Unfortunately, it's just a case we didn't perform. We lost the two games in the last episode. We lost against Wyndham. I thought we were turning things around against Stockport and Wickham after a 4-2 win against them. Unfortunately, we lost to Wrexham as well, which has kind of cemented us outside of that group. There's still a chance we could still get in there, absolutely. If Fleetwood and Oldham mess up, and Salford, we might squeeze in, but it's not looking likely at the moment. So we'll just have to kind of go with the flow. We're going to have to work on things next season and during the January transfer window for sure. I think there's a few things we'll have to look into and see what we can do, and we'll have to see who Xi Jinping brings in. But this is the lineup we're going for. So we are going a tiki-taka style. I've changed it around again. Having Zhang Minji in behind Buya rather than up next to him now. Subi and Chenji have not been getting on at the back. Subi's been a bit disappointing, to be honest. He's let a few things go, which is unfortunate, but we'll power through with him. Hopefully we can get something out of this game. We can get the 3 points and hope possibly even still reach those playoffs. We'll have to see how that goes. If it is a case that we lose this and there's no chance of reaching the playoffs, we might just skip the last game against Bradford, and then I'll show you the kind of season review. But we'll see. We might as well take a look, see if we can squeeze in still, and go from there. Alright, so we have got a throw-in. 13 minutes in. Wu Yuhao here looking into Minji, keeping that tiki-taka style through to Fuzhang. It was a bit too hard for him to get on the end of it, but it's working. It's that shorter passing game that we're looking at. It's definitely what's kind of helped us in games. And then we do this and end up conceding straight from us almost creating a chance. So that's always good. Always good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really take a look at the squad next season and see what we can do with the players we get, because obviously we can't bring players in. It's all down to Xi Jinping, so we're kind of limited in what we can do. But I'm hoping that he can bring in some more quality, because this will be our second season. We just missed out on playoffs, so I'm hoping that will mean we can bring in some higher quality players. But there's only one way to find out, and that's getting to that stage of the season. So we'll have to certainly take a look and hope things have improved, and we can bring in some quality to really support some of the players that we have got, and hopefully not lose too many more, because we obviously will be losing a few players at the end of the season. So hopefully that won't affect us too much. But Hong Tao at the back here, looking to switch out wide to Dong Yu at right back, who is going to play it up the line to Huang Zhang. Is he going to be able to get a ball into the box? That's the thing. He's running at the defence, really trying to create something. It's dinked in, back post, Fuzhang heads it in. Fantastic. 5th goal of the season. He will be one of the players that is leaving at the end of the year, but it's good to have him whilst we do. And hopefully that goal could push us towards a little closer towards the playoffs. Okay, so I think we just literally had the 2 highlights for the goals, and that was it. There wasn't really anything else that happened in that half. We may need to look to take Fuzhang off just because of his injury. Don't want him to kind of get too bad, even though he is leaving at the end of the season, so screw him. But I think we may leave it at that for now. Minji may be looking to come off, and we might bring on Gao Yang to chuck up top, make it a 2-man pairing up there, maybe put a bit more pressure on the defenders. But we are looking the better of the two teams, but there isn't anything fantastic about it. Wu Yuhao though, from our throw-in, he plays across to Huang Hui. I thought it was cut out, but it wasn't, and we are still looking for the short game. It is played through to Buya, who does pop it home. There you go, his 23rd goal of the season. He has turned up since we berated him a little while ago. But great stuff. That's good. That's fantastic. I'm going to encourage the team. Good job, everyone. I'm encouraged by the performance so far. Hopefully this is a bounce back by them, and if anything, it would be nice for it to be our highlight, but it doesn't look like it will be at this point. Oh, it's always those tentative moments where they've turned on the spot to play it to someone, but the ball is over the top to Abrahams. Oh, and Dongyu's found him, and it's a penalty. Okay, there we go then. Great, really great that. Dongyu giving away a penalty just as we're 2-1 up. It's a good penalty. They make it 2-2. We've still got a chance to get the win though. It's fine. It's fine. No one panic. Don't panic. It's absolutely fine. So you can see here we are still 2 points off the playoff. So there's still every chance we can do this as long as we can still get something out of the game. The ball headed clear from their corner falls to Buyatori, who looks for a big switch out to Huang Zhang, who looks like he is through on goal. He's got the opportunity to put us 3-2 up. Can he do it? He can't quite get it around the keeper at his near post. And we do have a corner now. But, I mean, like previous experience, he's just going to cross it in and we're not going to win it. Ready? And there you have it. Jones heads clear. It's like I can predict the future. I swear I've checked. I'm going to have to check again if I've changed it to short corners, because I swear I have, but they just don't fancy it. Oh, and Kwang Long was offside. Brilliant. It's a good game so far, though. 2-2, 4 goals already, and we still got half an hour to play. They are looking a bit longer now. Subi does well to head clear, and Kwang Long is got on that and cutting inside. Out wide to Huang Zhang, possibly looking to get deeper. Is a very good challenge, but Dongyu is there. Can he make up for the penalty he gave away? Comes into Minji, who does prod it home. 15th goal of the season for Zhang Minji, and it is 3-2. I mean, what a game this is. It looks like Chen Ji at the back is looking a little bit tired. Hopefully that's just, he might have just taken a knock, so I'm hoping that's the case. But Dongyu does very well, gets past the defender and crosses in, and Minji's able to kind of volley it home as it falls past the defender. So he does make up for his mistake by getting an assist there, but it would have been nice if he just didn't make the mistake in the first place, to be honest. But, you know, we can't have it all. As long as we're winning, that's all that really matters. But still, we have just lost the opportunity at this stage. Oh, okay, it's 2-0 Salford. I'll be honest, it's not looking likely now. Even with us being 3-2 up, looks like it will be out of our reach. Oldham are working in our favour by the looks of things. I mean, we've got nothing there. It's invincible. Oh, there you go. Popped up, thank you. Oldham are losing 3-0 to Fleetwood, so it would have been possible if Salford hadn't been above us, which was the fear. We don't need to change anything. There's no point. If by some miracle they fall behind, that's great. Oh, hang on, Bradford. Wait, who the hell's Bradford playing? No way. That is going to be amazing. If Oldham draw, if Oldham win the last game of the season, they can be in the playoffs. But if they don't, we're playing Bradford City, meaning that we could, if we beat Bradford, we're in the playoffs. If we don't, it means we're not. So if we win against of course it comes down. See, this is one of the things. There's obviously the whole theory that at the end of seasons and stuff, it all tightens up near where you are to make it a bit more suspenseful, like last dramatic final day survival or promotional playoffs. That's the theory that goes round. And to be honest, if it is, let's praise Huang Zhang for doing well. You were superb. Fantastic. Very happy. That's good. I mean, if that is the case, great. I'm absolutely fine with that, because that's what we love about this game, is the kind of one-stop excitement that you get where you've something happens that you wouldn't necessarily expect. Just depends how much you play, because then you might realise a pattern. But Buyatori did get most goals of the tournament for the Budapest FA Trophy. Aldershot went on to win the thing, so that's not bad. And he also got the highest rating. We should have probably won that, to be fair. We are in League 2, unlike most of the other teams, but we'll jump to the Bradford City game and kind of see where we're at with things. Okay, here we are. So we will be playing Bradford. As you can see, we are 3 points off them. If we beat them, we will go above them. Now, Oldham also have the chance to reach the playoffs, so every chance they could do. They are playing Cambridge United, who are in 4th, who could still get automatic promotion if they do better than Wycombe, which isn't likely considering Mansfield are the competition for Wycombe, but Cambridge United will be going for it. That works in our favour. Obviously Oldham will be as well, absolutely, but it does work in our favour, and it means that we have every chance of getting in the playoffs now. We do have a very tired team, but we also know that a bunch of our players are going on under-20 World Cup duty for China, which I hope doesn't clash with the playoffs if we get in it, but we can only wait and see. So, with that, how are we going to play things? I think we're going to leave Hong Tao in goal. He's coming back to training tomorrow, so I'm willing to take the risk with the injury there. Wang Hui is probably got to come off. His injury and his fitness being kind of low there. It's a shame, but I think there's no point risking him. No point at all. Su Chen-ji, you've been too good to not put in there, but Fu Shan can come off, and we'll put Quang Long on there because he did come on and do pretty well. It's pretty well, to be honest, with kind of how things went. Wu Yu Hao obviously will be in the middle with Zhang Yufeng, who's come on, Huang Zhang, Tao Quang Long on either side, Zhang Minji just behind Bua Toure, as we know. Dong Yu will stick in the side, even with giving away that penalty, but we will put Peng Fei on the bench in case something happens. Zun Yi is at left back with Chen Ji and Subi in the middle. We have been using Zubo instead of Subi for a little while. Maybe that's probably a better choice, just because, I don't know, just because he's been playing better. But then Subi did well last game, but the link's not as good as, well, these guys don't have any link, but we'll leave it at that. We'll do that. Yeah, Zubo at the back. Hong Tao is in goal. If something happens, though, Xiao Chan can come on and play. We are playing a much better side than we did against Notts County. Notts County were in, I think we're in the relegation zone or just above it. So it's going to be a tougher game. But we can do this. We can get something out of this. We've beaten good teams before. There's no reason why we can't beat these guys today. But we have to beat them. If we don't, there's no hope, but let's take a look and fingers crossed we get through with it. Oh, I was taking a sip of my cider and we just headed the ball wide. It was a good start though from a free kick. We're looking the better team in the first 10 minutes, which is nice as well. Good bit of possession. We're creating chances, which is good. They've got Eno back here. Is he on loan or? Oh, he's contracted to them. I was going to say he was at Wolves and then obviously went to AEK, went to Bengal as well in India. That's interesting. Did very well there. That's when he moved back to England and has done awful ever since. But okay, fair enough. Hopefully he stays awful for this game and isn't one of those players that will just come alive at that point. But we can see Wycombe is beating. Oh, and there's Oldham. Oldham's just got ahead. They are 1-0 up against Cambridge United. Hopefully, Cambridge can come back and beat them because we need them to, or at least draw with them. Zunyi looks long though. It is headed down by Daniels, and it means Bradford City can come forward once again. Brennan here looking to go long over the top. Baker is through, and they've got Bright just stood in there. Offside? Yeah, I thought it was going to be offside. He was quite far away, but it was a good block in the end. We still managed to defend that, even if it wasn't the most comfortable of defending. It could have been. It's a very tight game. You can tell that neither of us really want to make a mistake, because that is possibly what will do it. Buyatori does well to get that down, but it is won by Daniels, and they're looking to go forward again. It comes back to Lavacombe. Lavacombe? Is that his name? Lavacombe? Or Lavacombe? Lavacombe? I don't know. Cochrane over on the left-hand side. We have got plenty of players back, but with defending and marking like that, it's awful. Hong Tao has done fantastically well to save that, especially as Bright we don't want him to score because he's only scored 3 all season. And of course, it would be against us that he's likely to score. We are a bit dodgy from corners, but having Zubo in there does always help. He is taller than Subi, so it means that he's got better reach. He's much more dominant in the air for that sort of occasion. We're not quite doing as well as I'd hope at this point. Maybe we switch to attacking. Just push a few more boys forward. We don't have to be quite so delicate with our movement forward. We need a win. At the moment, it's out of our hands anyway. Oh, I've zoomed in there. Hong Tao, though, into Zubo, playing it short. That's what we want to see. Some short tiki-taka football, like prime Barcelona, please. Dong Yu, you can be Dani Alves. I'll let you have that. Ravan, though, gets that ball as it was a long ball over the top and it was awful. Bright through, looks for the dink. I'm glad he is not on good form because that would have been annoying. So we are coming up to half time now. I think we may need to change something to get the boys going because we've not created anything. Neither have they, but we need a win. There's no point in drawing. It doesn't do anything for us. So let's push these guys a little further forward and put Minji up top with Buyature, at least for the start of the second half. Wang Zhang can look to come off for Gao Yang. So we've got that because we've got that option. We might as well use it. And then I think we will, in fact, take Zun Yi off and put Cheng Long on that left back. No real difference otherwise, but I think it just gives extra legs on that left-hand side. And we may even look to bring Quang Long to cut inside, but we'll see. We'll leave it at that for now, and then we'll go from there. But we're still not creating anything. Neither have they in the first kind of 10 minutes of the second half, which is not positive in the slightest. Oh, it looks like Oldham are 2-0 up now. It's looking further and further away. Zubo does well to win that header. Buyature, no, ball long over the top. Hong Tao, you going to get there? You have not got there, and Alex Samu has, meaning they are 1-0 up. Bradford City take the lead. That possibly puts them back into playoff contention. Even with Oldham winning, they have got the advantage of the higher points total originally. And it is, so we win the header. Buyatori loses the ball, a ball over the top, and he was unsure. Hong Tao was unsure. You see him do the little stutter as he looks to go out and get that ball, but he doesn't quite get there. Let's bring on Curry for Zheng Yufen, just because why not? We're in a position we have to go forward and win, so we're going to look to do that. Gao Yang, though, on this right-hand side, can we get a quick fire response? Dong Yu fired it in the last game. We can't quite get the same outcome as that. In fact, they are looking to break now. We have a 3-on-3 at the back. We have players tracking. I mean, what are you doing, Cheng Long? Maybe I shouldn't have brought you on because that is just lazy. Samuel's through again. That's it. It's over. We've got half an hour to go, but we're not doing anything. We've had an awful, awful end to the season. I'll be honest, I was surprised that we beat Notts County, even though they were so low in the table. But Bradford have showed their kind of ability there to really take hold of the game and beat the living piss out of us. It's 2-0, 30 minutes to go. They are looking very, very strong at this point. So comfortable, so dominant. We haven't got much going in our favour, but we will be looking to kind of mix things up next season. Like I say, we will have to kind of have another think. Oh, there it is. There's number 3. Fantastic. But we'll have a look, see what we can do with kind of the tactic, with the players we've got, how that'll work, and what our best way forward will be with that. We've dropped all the way down to 10th now. It just shows how tight it was, but yeah, it would be nice if we'd have got up there. But hey ho, it happens. We can take this as a learning curve, let's say, and hopefully next season do a little bit better. But I mean, first season in professional football, in the professional league, that is, in League 2, first year in the official football league. I think it's not a bad season. We'll be in top half, undoubtedly so. So I'm actually happy with that. Hopefully we can kind of settle down with the kind of power through of players. We'll kind of keep hold of some players and actually be able to develop people a bit more now we're in these sort of leagues. And fingers crossed that continues and we can go on next season and I mean, it'd be nice to win the league, but anything about progression and moving forward, showing some intent to get to the next stage would be great, even if it's a knockout in the playoffs. It means we're improving, which is the main thing. I knew we weren't going to be able to go up consistently as division champions and all that sort of stuff, but there it is. 3-0 to Bradford City in the end after like a 5-minute spell of just them dominating us. Everyone's disappointed and sad and demotivated, and yeah, all makes sense. Dropped down to 10th. Not great, not a great outcome. Could have had 99% possession today and still got hammered. When are people going to stop obsessing over pointless stats? Very, very true. And I think that might be something we'll be looking at. I'm going to really take into account some of the players, what they're good at, what they're bad at, and then try and form some sort of tactic around that. Because recently, especially in the last few weeks, I've just kind of panicked. We kind of went a bit tits up, and that obviously resulted in us dropping out of any sort of promotion contention. But let's take a quick look at the season. So we can see here, these are all the guys that we did bring in or were brought in. We've started with Zhu Zhenqi. Yeah, they seemed happy with it. I was happy with it. He performed well. Buyatori, again, I think it was a decent signing in the end. Bit disappointing to start with, but we'll see how that goes. Subi is another player that could possibly have done better, but it's okay. We'll take it as it comes for now. Zunyi has done okay. Again, he's played a lot of games this season, which is great. Quang Long has been very, very good for us, I think. 11 goals, 9 assists. Not bad, contributing to 20 goals in the season, which is always good. Chen Bin only joined us in January, so didn't really get the game time as we kind of had a settled team, but maybe next season we can see a bit more of him. Not expecting it though. Zhang Hao, yeah, not entirely sure on that one. We'll have to kind of see how it develops. Cheng Long, again, is another player that 1.2 million is quite a lot of money for someone who's average at best. Abdul Hamid, he did all right. Come in, he's versatile, good, very useful player. Zhang Yufeng played a few more games than probably planned. And then Dong Yu and Kerry as well. Didn't get many games, similarly coming in January, but again, we'll see him in pre-season and see how that goes. Yang Zhen just didn't make any appearances because we don't need him as a goalkeeper. It's just pointless why we brought him in. But these are the outgoings. You can see Ma Yuming is now at SX Chang'an. Chen Zhang at Qingdao along with Zhu Pu, as well as Xiao Jun as well. So Qingdao has actually completely taken over our team. Zhibin, Yu as well leaving. Lu Yifan, Pu Dongjing as well. So players left, players joined. But I think I'm just happy that he brought players in, to be honest, because after only bringing in one player in the seasons prior. But 16 goals is the competition top goal scorer for us, with Buyatori on that. Obviously coming 10th. You can see kind of here, we went through massive blips of being great, being bad, and then end of the season crumbled completely. Emirates FA Cup, we did lose out to Aldershot, which is a shame, but we were trying to focus on the league, really. It's not really that big of a problem. Papa John's Trophy, I don't know why you're disappointed. No one cares. It's rubbish. And then you've got the quarter-finals was where we finished in the Billabase FA Trophy, which we probably shouldn't have even been in, but we'll take it. Losing to Chesterfield 4-0, which was awful. But there you go. Biggest win was a 5-0 win against Eastleigh. Would have been nice if we'd have kept that run going throughout the whole season. Match to remember is the 3-1 victory over Colchester, and then finally Chen Zhang got the goal of the season in a game against Stevenage earlier on in the year. So annual revenue, broadcast revenue, all that good stuff. We've still got a bunch of money coming in for that. Obviously, we've got the Dip Chinese deals that are there. Buyatori is the most shirts sold, with Tao Guanglong, Minji, and Zhu Chenxi there. But Hong Tao is the most surprising. Our goalkeeper is selling shirts, which is, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that before. So it's nice to see, certainly. Not much changed for the kind of reputation of the club, which is a shame, but we keep going. This is kind of the formation we use most. Absolutely 4-4-2. Huang Zhang, Fu Zhang, Yu Hao, Chen Zhang, all in the middle there, absolutely. Weird that Buyatori's behind Minji. Well, it would never be that, but okay. And then, I mean, it just shows that our left back and right back in the squad of the best 11 doesn't actually play for us anymore. Neither does Chen Zhang, in fact. So it shows the kind of rotation in the team that's happened, and it's not perfect. But we got the manager of the month for May, which was nice. Oldest player, Dong Yu, is the oldest player we've had at the club, and at 30 years of age, that isn't bad. Oldest goal scorer as well, Buya wins that one. No competition awards, but obviously there's a few little wins in there as well, but we can move on there. So that is the overall team. You can see a couple of players have been picked to join the ranks. You've got Huang Zhang, Buyatore, Zubo and Gao Yang. Hopefully we will see a few of those guys next season, and they won't be leaving us anytime soon. But I hope you did enjoy. Unfortunately, it is the case we didn't get promoted first time, but I'm sure we can do it next time, and we'll take a good look at kind of the formation and tactics we're going to work on over the summer, and we'll join you back at the beginning of the season. So, like I say, hope you did enjoy. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will catch you next time.